Hey there, today we're going to talk about cherubim. These are special beings that are mentioned a lot in the Bible. They're like angels, but they're a little different. So, what do cherubim do? Well, they have a special job. They guard important places or things. In the Bible, they protected the Garden of Eden. Welcome to SD Kaysen Courses. Today we are learning about cherubim. Let's begin. Suppose you ever hear someone mention a cherub. In that case, they're talking about a type of angelic spirit that closely served God. The word comes from an old Assyrian word that means near ones or personal servants. It's pronounced cherub with a Q sound. Still, most people say cherub, which is technically wrong but easier to understand. Now let's talk about cherubim in art. They are often mentioned in the Bible as figures used in the furniture and ornamentation of the Jewish sanctuary. They were sculptured, engraved, and embroidered figures used in various places like on the mercy seat of the ark and in the Holy of Holies. They were believed to represent guardian spirits or keepers. In fact, cherubim were even engraved in wood and metal. They covered the paneling of the temple, both interior and exterior. The walls of the temple had pictures of cherubim and palm trees on them. These cherubim had two faces, one of a person and one of a lion. They looked towards the palm trees on either side of them. But we don't know for sure what they really looked like. Some people think they might have had faces like an ox, but we can't be sure. Let's discuss cherubims and their appearance in biblical visions. The cherubim surround God in heaven. They are like his helpers who carry his throne and show his great power. In Psalm 17, there is a story about God coming to help someone in need, and he rides on a cherub and flies on the wind. In another book called 1 Chronicles, the cherubim are like God's special chariot that he uses to travel through the sky. In the book of Ezekiel, there are 2 chapters that talk about cherubim. These cherubim have 4 faces each, a human face, an eagle face, a lion face, and an ox face. They also have wings and hooves like ox. In Ezekiel's vision, these cherubim stood together with 4 great wheels between them. Above them was a crystal expanse with a sapphire throne, and a man's likeness sat on it. This extraordinary part of the Bible has been interpreted in many different ways. The 2 chapters that talk about the cherubim are Ezekiel chapters 1 and 10 and 28. From the Bible, we can understand that cherubim were perfect, wise, sinless, and close to God. They were also beautiful and happy and kind. Some people think cherubim are only symbols, while others, like Catholics, believe they are real angels. God put them at the entrance of paradise to help carry out his commands. The book of Ezekiel and the book of St. John describe the cherubim as similar beings. It is believed that they help carry God's throne in heaven. The Jewish people also considered the cherubim real angels. You can read about them in the book of Enoch and the books of Esdras. The Christian church has believed in cherubim for a long time. They were considered special angels and were only sometimes mentioned in the lists of angels. Later, people realized that the lists needed to be fixed, and the cherubim and seraphim were added. They are now considered to be the highest and most important angels. Pope Gregory divided the angels into 3 groups, and cherubim are in the highest group, which includes thrones and seraphim. They're called the fullness of knowledge because they know a lot about God. To sum it up, we've learned about cherubim and their importance in religion and culture throughout history. I hope that understanding these angelic beings can help you appreciate the Catholic faith even more. Thank you for learning with us. Until next time, may God bless you forever and ever.